Hey y'all, welcome to your March forecast. We're going to start this off talking about the major transits happening in astrology for March, for 2025, obviously. We'll then go into our tarot and then end the read with a ouija message. Ouija, however you say it. All right, let's get into it. So, March 1st, we're going to have Venus retrograde in Aries. So, kicking the month off right then and there, you might expect to hear from an ex during that time. I think that you would most likely hear from them March 3rd, my opinion, because then you're going to have Mercury going into Aries. March 10th, the Sun will conjunct Saturn in Pisces. This is realism. This is getting down to the nitty gritty, taking care of things that need to be handled, possibly things that you might have put off for a while. But it's a little bit of a reality check in general. March 11th, we're going to have Mercury conjunct retrograde Venus in Aries. Again, major time for you to hear from an ex or have some kind of situation that happened in the past to pop up again. On March 14th, we're going to have the full moon in Virgo. This would be a great time to clean out any clutter, maybe get rid of an old storage unit that you're not really using, things like that. Clean out the fridge, just taking care of stuff, possibly paying off debt. March 15th, we're going to have Mercury retrograde in Aries. And again, another prime time to expect an ex to come up or some kind of situation from the past to come back. March 17th, the moon in Scorpio is going to square Pluto in Aquarius. I expect to see secrets exposed on that day, some kind of expression of deep emotions that you've been holding back possibly. It's going to be interesting to see if we have any news, like major breaking news come out about governments. Not necessarily USA, it could be any government, but we'll see. March 20th, the Sun enters Aries. This is a boost of energy for pretty much everybody, but especially Aries, or if you have some kind of major planetary thing in your chart that's in Aries. Let's see, March 26th, Venus retrograde is going to enter into Pisces and conjunct Neptune. So beware of this, beware of rose-colored glasses, especially if you've been in communication with that ex. You might be sitting there thinking things are going to go great this time. It's going to swing back around. You're going to see soon enough. So just be very mindful of that, that we're thinking clearly, or at least waiting until the fog clears. March 29th is a new moon in Aries. March 30th is Neptune entering Aries, which is a major transit, and I highly suggest that you really look into this. I can give you a little bit of sneak peek of what I think is going to be happening. So March 30th, again, Neptune entering Aries. This is water and fire. Neptune was at its home in Pisces, and now they're button heads big time. This is not it's not a very happy transit, basically. We could see a tendency to have clouded judgment. Things could be very foggy for you. You could be having unrealistic ideas and expectations for other people, possibly even for yourself. If you're a female, you might be experiencing issues with menstruation at this time, especially. It could be longer periods, more painful periods, just issues in general, so be mindful of that. We could be hearing about violent water type of problems, like we could hear of more drownings going on, large waves happening. Could be bad tornadoes or tornadoes that are near the coast, which we don't usually have. At this time, we could hear of a ship sinking, issues with a cruise line. Could be a cruise that actually catches on fire. This could be good, though, for like art, expressing yourself, sharing your dreams, having vivid dreams, possibly. Healing psychological issues through activity, especially like jujitsu, punching bags, screaming, things like that. Also really good for taking a leap of faith, and for finally going to a destination that you've dreamed about forever. This is a good time. Like if you know it's a solid plan, this is a great time to take that leap and just step out on faith. But just make sure that you have backup plans, especially for this time. You're going to really want to make sure that you're on a solid foundation. So in case anything falls through, you're still going to be okay. All right, let's move on to your tarot portion. All right, Taurus. Hi. Hello. Welcome to your March forecast. We're going to kick this off with a tarot read, and then we're going to finish with a Ouija board message. So let's get going. Oh, Taurus. Okay. Just to let you know, I'm trying out a new tarot spread. It's called the Tree of Life. Let me know if you have actually tried this before. I have not decided yet if I like it or not. Let's see. Let me get my pattern out here so I don't mess it up. Okay. 2, 3, these up. We are kicking the month off with the Tower card, but I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by the end of the month. So let's just see. Or maybe not. It'll be fine. It's not terrible. All right, let's see. So your current present, that's kicking off March, so around March 1st, which would line up pretty well with Venus and Mercury retrograde. You do have the Tower card. There's some kind of, not necessarily bad news, but it's surprising news. You could like suddenly run into an ex or something. You could suddenly run into someone at the grocery store you haven't seen in years. Something like that. Could be something popping up out of the blue that you have to take care of. Let's see. Responsibilities. This is something that's owed to you, not necessarily something you had to take care of. There's something that was owed to you that you need to follow up on. There was a lesson learned, but it's like you haven't gotten your just desserts yet, your karma. So you might want to be checking into these situations from the past. Your difficulties and limitation. Again, with the Judgment card, there's something that was not given to you properly, but it is coming in. There's some kind of good karma that is coming your way because you've handled this and you've handled yourself. Try not to procrastinate too much. I know that this month might be pretty trying. It might be pretty exhausting, especially with all the retrograde energy that's going to be going on. Just fight your way through it. Don't let problems sit and simmer, basically. You need to address them as soon as possible. 4 is... You do have a good amount of help and support coming your way. The universe is going to place the right people at the right time for you. It looks like you're going to be getting a lot of support, teamwork, and cooperation. Same story with your obstacles. It comes back to that karma that was owed to you. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. This is being handled for you. It's not necessarily something that you have to take a step out on. And again, with your achievements being a burden, the burden here for this achievement space tells me that it's something that might still be in the back of your mind that's bothering you. But again, the universe has got this. You're going to be getting some kind of good karma this month. What's being attracted to you, like I said, 10 of Cups. So try not to worry about it too much, try not to stress about it too much. You've got good karma coming your way. You've got good moments heading in. Again, with the good support, just going with the flow. Things are easily coming to you, things that are good. You might... This is a return of something. Something you've done before is coming back around when it comes to your work and daily activities. If it's not something you've done before, this could just be, again, with going with the flow. Things are just easy. It's like you've settled into the routine day to day through March. You've decided that you're not going to fight, you're not going to fight the energies that are coming about. So it's easier for you to settle in. Now, what's hidden from you right now, I feel like that this is like an emotional or mental type of crisis or something. Not necessarily a crisis, but a struggle. Because I'm saying this because this is the hidden aspect that's getting in your way, followed with your physical self and the world around you with the Devil card. So this is something that has not been addressed, something that's not been healed within you. And it could lead to the potential for just like physical exhaustion, some kind of toxic behavior. Be mindful of any kind of neurospiciness that you've got going on that could get out of control a little bit, could get out of hand, especially with Mercury going retrograde. Be very careful around the end of the month because we do have, like, what was it, the new moon in Aries, Neptune going into Aries, Venus conjunct Neptune, all of that, especially towards the end of the month. You need to be very careful about not seeing things for what they actually are, letting things affect you because of that, because you're not getting a clear picture. All right, Taurus, just be mindful. Remember to continue going with the flow. Don't try to fight any kind of forces. Let the universe handle it. Okay. Let's get some clarification for you. Is there anything else that Taurus needs to be aware of for the month of March? I was surprised. I was going to say I was surprised that the Nine of Swords didn't pop out. But you do have the Nine of Pentacles. So, I mean, you've got this. You're capable of standing solidly on your own 2 feet, even though there might be times that anxiety will come up. Remember, again, to just ground might be helpful for you to actually go outside barefoot, expose your feet to the soil. Try to ground yourself. Try to talk it out with possibly a counselor or somebody that you trust when these moments arise. But you've got this. You do have this. It's under control. Just, again, I can't say it enough. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Do not try to fight any kind of forces that come up because they're temporary. It's not going to last. It doesn't have any strength to stand on its own feet like you do. Okay. And the Ace of Wands. So be open to new ideas that could come up at this time. Something that you could explore. Some kind of new opportunity. You do have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So again, you've got support coming. There is teamwork. Universe is going to place these people in your time or timeline at the right time. What am I trying to say? What's that? You guys know what I mean. I always get tongue-tied. I expect personally that this Mercury retrograde might hit me a little hard. I hope not. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. I don't want it. But yeah, let's get you some Ouija messages. And we'll get this out the door for you. Get this open for you. Let's see. Okay, any bonus messages for Taurus? Sincere. Return. Do. Yes. I think that you might have some kind of opportunity from your past popping back up. This could be a work thing. This could be an ex. They might seem very sincere. It seems like the universe is kind of backing you up for this. I mean, it's saying do and yes. You might want to try to give this a chance. Just be very careful, again, towards the end of the month. With the rose-colored glasses, those transits, they're kind of rough. So just be mindful. Next message. So yeah, I think that you will be hearing from someone. You're going to be getting a message. Hopefully it's financial, something to do with your career, something that's going to be happy and positive for you once all of these energies go direct. But we will check in with you later for a better picture of that. Have a good one.